How am I gonna change the world? How is a 27-year-old non-binary identified reservist queer individual gonna change the world? I'm gonna tell you. Protests and rallies are great tools to get your voice and your message across. They serve as a tool to start the conversation. And I don't want to take away from what those are and their value to the system of creating change, because they definitely deserve a place in it. However, I'm going to argue that having conversations with people, especially those that are not like-minded as you, will create bigger changes. When you have two sides yelling at each other, nothing comes across. One side is upset at the oppression they are feeling, and the other side doesn't understand the privilege they have. And when you have protests and rallies, it's just a screaming match. And unfortunately, the media shows the fires and the chaos that comes from those. When we have two people who have opposing sides sit down and have a constructive conversation, this helps immensely. This helps bring points across. Two people, or even a group of people, find common ground and they have a conversation. They both walk into vulnerability and they say, "Hi, this is how I feel. This is why I feel it. How do you feel?" That changes the world. We get a perspective and we get an understanding for each other. So instead of protesting and rallies, which are great, but the places that we need to make a movement in are local coffee shops, our family members who don't agree with you, our friends that sometimes don't see eye to eye, those colleagues that you have to sometimes grin your teeth and bear it. Well, instead of doing that, communicate with them and have a conversation. That is how I will change the world. One conversation each day until the day I die. Because I think that is how we create positive change in our society. And I challenge you to have at least one conversation with somebody who you do not agree with and see how that opens your world. Thank you.